Alright, this is the video on Casino, just running it as a robot for your settings. This is a live account that I've transferred money through at the start, about mid last week. Just to kind of show you the growth, to see if we can kind of get the 5% on most days, on news stories, on the actual casino itself. And just build up a small account, and I'm going to show you what you expect, and it's the exact same on a small account as what it is a large account. You're just going for the same ratios to reward sort of settings. So I'm just going to clear all this. Now it's currently 3:10, so there's only 20 minutes until it's actually meant to be on. So you've got your casino on there. We've been through how to do that. You gotta stop your robot just to show you some of the settings. Now your lot balance, I will tell you in 2 secs. From the default, from what it is, when you drop and drag it, the only things you really have to change is the lot, and then the times. So everything else you can actually keep. Now these times I've got starting at the start of the Euro session. Now we'll drop and drag some news over here. If we have a quick little look, we've had the cash rate. You got to know what's coming out of here, and kind of mixed from China and Australia. Cash rate remained the same, and the statement was pretty much a non-event. So it's all, nothing's really taking too much direction. If we look here, we've got a fair bit of Euro news, some Swiss franc news, Euro, and then Euro until the Sterling PMI. So I'm still going to trade from 331 until all the way up to this Sterling one. But I'm not going to trade any Euro because there's too many Euro news here that will affect it, and I'm not going to trade the Swiss franc either. Just because this PMI you could be in a trade and it could take you the wrong direction. So there's no need to sort of gamble, so you don't trade them at all. Now how I'll do this is I've set up 1530 to 1750, so that's 10 minutes before the UK manufacturing PMI comes in. And then I've got starting at 1830 to 2150. If I haven't hit my quota, nothing's really triggered, I then can actually go at full force with everything from 1830 to 2150. If I've got my 5% beforehand, I wouldn't trade both. If I don't, then I would consider going in again. Now, if you look, my account here is only 360 bucks. So what you do is you type in 360 bucks into a calculator. You want to make 5% of this, so you times by 0.05. That gets you an $18 figure. So, and we're looking for only 40 pips on casino. So basically $18 with 40 pips. You divide the 18 by 40 to get how much 1 pip value is worth. So $18 divided by 40 equals one pip is worth 45 cents. Now, if it's basically 10 cents per 0.0 lot, so 0.0 lot, you just basically, if 1 pip is 0.45, it means if you want 40 pips and you want to make $18, you then have to do a lot size of 0.4. So it's actually 0.45, but I'm just going to keep it at 0.4 because I can't do any smaller micro lots. If it was at 0.046, I would have my lot size at 0.05. That's how I work out 5% and my lot size. So again, all that is 360.45, and we times that by 0.05 to get 5%, and it's 18. So then you go 18 divided by 40, which equals 0.45, and then it's actually $10 a lot, so you actually divide it by 10, and that will give you 0.045. So 0.04. So easy way to do it. Start balance times 0.05 divided by how many pips you're expecting from this move, and then divide by 10. That will give you your lot size. Then you just hit up your OK. Maybe you have to stop the robot first, of course. You then would put on your template and your time. So my time frame, just go through and do this beforehand. I've only got 15 minutes till it starts up, so I do a 30-minute time frame for this strategy. So hit OK. You don't need to have the robot stopped for this, it's just doing it on all the other charts. Template, maybe you got a countdown, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's called Plane 21. It's whatever one you want. That's number 5. Now remember, these are just my settings that I've been trying. It's not 100% guaranteed that it's going to work, so there's no way guaranteed, so don't just be following it blind. Make sure you actually have a look at the indicators, you understand the indicators, you understand these aren't the normal settings. You do want to play around with it. You would want to back test, you want to have a look at it. You need to know those sorts of things. Now, to do it, remember we need pin 1, pin 2. I've already got the trading session time in there. So these pin 1s are all the crosses for the Haas. So the Haas is this green, this blue to the red, which is just following what the chart's doing. It's a bit tighter, where these yellows and the greens on the actual chart, they're a bit of a longer term one. So really we're trying to keep with a long term sort of goal, where this is actually still green, even though it's going down here. So overall this is still a green upwards sort of trend. By here we did have a bit of a yellow to chop it down, but now it looks like we could be getting this reversal and bounce back up. So you'll just set your take profit for the 18 that we discussed, the 5%. You can go, I'm doing a 5 to 8%, so I'll do the 360.52 times 0.08, and that gets me 28. So it looks like our risk reward is 18 to 28. Well, it's 28.84, which is closer to 29. So 18 to $29 is what we're looking for at 0.04. You want your pins clicked. You want your percentage increase in that direction, and you want your daily range. So basically saying it's in between a daily range that is already set. It's the default setting for casino, knowing that it has moved enough, so it's not sitting there not moving at all, and it hasn't moved like a hurricane beforehand. It's right nicely in the middle, and the percentage increase is saying it is increased in that direction for the right amount. So I have a feeling it's set to need to have moved by 20% or 0.20% in the one direction. And if it's moved too far in that one direction, then it won't show up either, which this guy's moved 0.81, which is a fair bit. Where if it got to 0.85, I think that would be the end of it. It wouldn't show a signal anymore. Alright, so there's only a few minutes to go. So let's select. We're not, as I said before, we're not trading the Swiss franc because there's news coming out at 1700. So I'm going to manually go through and just deselect any Swiss franc. There should be 7 of them, which there is. So that's all the Swiss francs. Now, I also said we're not trading the euro because there's a lot of euro news coming out. Could be a bit choppy in there. Better safe than sorry to do it. So again, there should be 7 of them, which there is. Now, even more limitations on this. Aussie weakness. I don't want to go against the US being strong at the moment, and the sterling being strong. So, especially the sterling, it's got a bit of room to move back up after last week. It kind of retraced a little bit. And against New Zealand and the Aussie. Canadian dollar I could put in there, but I'm not doing that at the moment, just purely based on the oil prices seem to be recovering slightly. We're not 100% sure. It's not just going straight down like it was, as the oil prices are showing some life and bouncing back up. So just the Aussie US, sterling Aussie, sterling New Zealand, and US New Zealand. So it should be 2 sales, 2 buys. And then the last little things here, you want to have stop after 1. So when it actually fills the basket, it will close all the trades. You want timer close, so when it gets to that 1750 part, it will close all the trades. And you do want auto restart if you've got the 2 sessions done. So this means it will close at 1750. It will wait for this Euro news to come out. Euro news comes out, and then it will set these all up again, and off you go again after that. Euro news, Great Britain news at 1800. It's set to start up again half hour after that at 1831. That's casino. That's how I set it up. If you need my templates, let me know, but it is good if you play around with it yourself and you understand the features.